Alrighty. What's up, motherfuckers and scumbags? And you other pieces of shit? It is I, your travel god, Peter Joseph here, for a Tuesday night video. Right here on the main channel, Killer of Demons 669. And as always, thank you for watching. Make sure you like the video. And hit that subscribe button down below in hell. Otherwise known as the description box below on this very channel and my other channels. Show your love and support. Leave a comment on the video if you like. You don't have to, but if you want to, do it. But don't leave stupid comments. Bye-bye, so long, farewell to you. You will get sent to the shadow realm where Satan will eat your soul. And he will? You think he won't? He will. Trust me on that. But, so don't leave stupid comments. You're going to get blocked. If you don't like that, then go cry to your mama. And that's it, little bitch. You don't like my rules? Then get out of here. All you have to do is block me, but some people have such a hard time figuring it out. But it is what it is. And that's that. Alright. So show your love and support on my channels, and also on social media, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Show your love there. Hit the bell. Turn on all notifications for more, because if not, you're SOL, and you know what that means. Ha! And if you don't know what it means, look it up. And don't forget to share the video all over the internet. And if you're brand new here, well, welcome to the party, pal. We hope you enjoy the ride. Sit back, you relax, you grab a cold one, like this one. By the way, DDP! Too cool. Like the Gilmore Carter, you never see it coming. But sit back, relax, you grab a cold one, put your feet up, and enjoy the show. If you like it, great. You don't, go fuck yourself and do your own channel and your boring as fuck 23 sub channel that nobody cares about. It is what it is. You don't like it too fucking bad. You're gonna watch it anyway because you love me. And really, I don't like you either. But you might not like me, but you're gonna learn to respect me. And if you can't do that, then you pretty much can go fuck yourself. And that's pretty much it for that. And if you're brand new here, like I said, subscribe to the channel. Welcome to the party. And that's it. That is pretty much it. And why do I say welcome to the party? Because I like Die Hard. It is not a Christmas movie, and you can ask Bruce Willis yourself. Because he even said on a roast, it is not a Christmas movie. If you think otherwise, you're a dumbass. I know it's based around Christmas Eve, but it is not, I repeat, not a Christmas movie. So you can pretty much go fuck yourselves. Yippee-ki-yay, motherfucker! You know? Let's hang around, have some laughs. You know? But it is what it is. You know what a good Christmas movie is? Jingle All the Way! That's a Christmas movie. That's not, but I digress. I digress on that. Speaking of Christmas, we are 3 weeks away from the greatest day in the world. We all know that, what that is. And also, from 3 weeks from tomorrow is Christmas. Santa Claus comes down our chimneys and eats our cookies and drinks our milk. Not that milk, you fucking perverts. But, this is a female Santa Claus, then, yeah. But, in any case, Santa Claus is coming to town in 3 weeks. I hope you bought your Christmas stuff. If not, go this week. And then pretty much next week too, because the week after that, Christmas weekend, basically, gonna be packed at those retail stores. Gonna be packed. And even when we hit New Year's Eve, which is pretty much 28 days from now, basically 4 weeks from now, we'll be dropping that ball. Not around this time, but, a few hours from this time, like 4.5 hours. 28 days, 4.5 hours from now, we'll be dropping that damn ball. I hope it gets stuck, but, it never happened. But we'll be ringing in 2025. We'll see what happens with that. New year, new beginnings, fresh start, resets for a lot of people that had a not so great year. And for those of you who had a great year, I hope you continue that in 2025. But if you had a bad year, for some of you, I hope you have a bad 2025. It is what it is. I've had an up and down year, and I'm just hoping, to get through the end of the year safe and sound and start over, start fresh, reset, do a hard reset come January the 1st, 2025. Well, lots of things happening as we go into 2025, and we'll see what happens with that. There are some changes maybe coming with my channels in the beginning of 2025, but we will continue on regardless of anything that does happen. I will be here pretty much throughout 2025 and beyond, hopefully, but we'll see. We'll see what happens with that. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, it's Tuesday night. You know what that means right here on the Killer Demons channel. Thank you all for watching. I'm Peter Joseph, but you knew that already. I am a content creator talking about the wonderful world of professional wrestling and other shit. And you like it? Great. You don't? Fuck off, like I said. Alright. On this Tuesday night, December the 3rd, 2024, we got NXT, the go-home show before this Saturday night's NXT Deadline. So we got last chance matches in the men's and women's division. So we'll see what happens with there. Who will be the final participants in the Iron Survivor matches? We already know Delta on the women's side. We got Delta, Stephanie Vancouver, and the beautiful Julia, along with the Surfer Girl, Soruka. And we'll see who joins them. It could be Jada Parker, Corey Jade, Maddie Lankowski, and I forget the other one. I forget who else. I think it's Brentley Reese. I forget. But in any case, we got that on the men's side. We got Lexus King, the guy that got really chewed out by the Heartbreak Kid, Shawn Michaels. That's DJ Nightwolf, Eddie Thorpe. Should be fired on the spot, but we'll see. We might get an update on what happened Ava Rain. What happened last week where she basically got a door boink right in the head. And everybody thinks that Eddie Thorpe did it, but, it was really Hank and, I think it was Lucius Price of OCM, or Bronco Nemo, one of them. But, so everybody's like, oh, Eddie Thorpe, you did it! And Shawn Michaels goes crazy. So we had that. So we have Lexus King, A-Kid, DJ Nightwolf, Eddie Thorpe, and I forgot the fourth guy on that side. So we got that. I think we got my cousin Tony D'Angelo, the North American champion. I think he's taking on Nico, the driver for the chairman of the boys, Sean Spears, and the resident virgin, Brooks Jensen. We'll see what happens with that. And then we got some other stuff. We're gonna have Eric Bischoff in the ring with Trick Willie Shamon, the NXT World Champ, and the Governator, Ridge Holland, before their match on Saturday for the NXT World Title. And also we got X-Pac! X-Pac, Sean Waltman will be in attendance. So that should be pretty fun. I don't know what he's gonna do, but maybe just hang out with Sean in the back. I don't know. So we got a lot of things to talk about tonight on NXT, and we'll do the review probably later tonight. But we'll see what happens with that. But right now, I hope you got a cold beverage. I hope you're sitting down or laying down or whatever you're doing, watching me, when you do watch me. But in any case, it is time on this Tuesday night for your late and out-of-date Monday Night Raw Review. For last night, December the 2nd, 2024, and we are emanating from the Angel of the Winds Arena. Nice name for an arena. In some shithole called Everett, Washington, about a little ways north of Seattle. I come from Seattle. Hi guys, it's Darby. Fuck you, Darby. I weigh 150 pounds. I come from Seattle. And I do it for you guys. Yeah. We'll talk about Darby tomorrow if he's even on the show. Nobody cares. But we got that. Alright. So, as always, our commentary team on Monday night, the great man that he is, Joe Tessitore, and Bad News Weed Barrett. Oh, I'm afraid I got some bad news, Joe, for you. So we got that. Alright, so we are done with the Survivor Series. We're on the road to Saturday night's main event next Saturday night. So, back-to-back events. We got a pay-per-view and a event in the span of 2 weeks for WWE. So the storylines are really formulating right now. And let me say, and last night was also the 10-year anniversary of the New Day. Xavier Woods and Kofi Kingston. And Big E. Well, we'll talk about that epic segment in a minute. But this Raw was amazing. Great story. Basically, storyline driven. Every segment was a storyline. And of future storylines, possibly, going into Saturday Night's main event and going into the Royal Rumble. Amazing shit. Great show, probably the best Raw this year. I know there's been others, but this one, it took the cake. Holy crap. So let's get into it. Let's not waste any time. Alright, so we open up with a Survivor Series recap of what happened at Survivor Series. We had the OG Bloodline. Put up your ones, motherfuckers, and acknowledge them! Like the prophecy. Roman's team won, thanks to Punk, of course. Little test, interesting things at the end. We thought like The Rock was going to come out, or somebody was going to come out. Well, that didn't happen. And in the Women's War Games match, which was the best War Games match of the night, Team Rhea Ripley beat Team Liv Morgan as Rhea pinned Liv with a super riptide through a table. Stop that. We have a new United States Champion, Shinsuke Nakamura, beating Eli Drake. See where that goes on SmackDown this Friday night. Also, we had Walter, with some help from Fiend Balor, retained his world title over Poppy Priest, which did not sit well with a lot of people, especially Walter. And also, Braun Breaker retained his Intercontinental title against Marcel Barthel and Sheamus. Fella! And they are hurting after that one. That was a banger. Let me move on. Alright, so we got that. So we start the show off properly with, once again, Punky Brewster himself, Phil. See him puke. So he comes out, and then, we see him entering the kind of in the parking lot area, which looked like a fucking warehouse. So he's going through the back, all the way through the gorilla position. We kind of get a glimpse of Hunter, and he goes to the ring. His theme song plays. Look in my eyes, what do you see? A guy that's barely on TV. Yeah. Alright, so Punk stops before he goes out to shake hands with the Yeet Man, Jey Uso, and Punk's like, Yeet? When's the last time he actually yeeted? Look dumb doing that. Anyway, and El Generico, his cousin, Sami Zayn. Alright, so he goes to the ring, and he's like, I left WWE for a bit after Bad Blood, after that hellacious Hell in a Cell match with DM Hunk, Drew McIntyre. When he's back, he knows where he wants to go, he gets on the turnbuckle, he starts pointing to nothing! Like he's pointing to the WrestleMania sign. Oh, it's that way, dumbass. Not that way, that way. Like, what are you pointing at? The popcorn guy in the 15th row? What the fuck you doing? Anyway, he says, maybe I get there through the Royal Rumble, meaning WrestleMania. Maybe I'll get there through winning the Royal Rumble, or winning the Elimination Chamber. And then Seth freaking Rollins comes out, nice suit, he's not a suit, but he's nice shirt, which you can get at the Men's Warehouse. And then when you get some good stuff at the Men's Warehouse, you want to look good, go to the Men's Warehouse, mention me, and maybe, just maybe, you might like the way you look. They might guarantee it. But when I go, they always guarantee it. Because I look good. For you ladies. Especially my lady. But I digress. Anyway, so Seth comes out, you have a big stand out, I'm like, oh shit, here we go. These guys legit hate each other. It's real life hate each other. Anyway, so neither one backs down. Rollins says, I should have knocked you out the day you came back last year at the Survivor Series. But he got held back by Corey Graves and I think Cole. And a bunch of other people too. So a lot has happened in a year since Punk came back. So Rollins like, last time we saw each other, I had pity on you. Now it's time to rectify those problems, and we're gonna do it right here, right now, tonight. He says, there's nothing between us but air and hatred. So Punky Brewster says, I am long past running races around here. I didn't even know I was in. I'm not here for the drama. Blah, blah, blah. Lie. He says, 6 months ago, Seth, you were champion, but now, basically, you're not even on my radar. And then, he's like, you talk too much, you need to listen, blah, blah, blah. Rollins says, well, you talk too much and you don't listen. And he's like, I thought about you for six months, and then Punk says, I never thought about you at all. So Rollins like I said, he's like, you need to shut up and listen. You talk too much and you don't listen and everything. And he's like, well, I'm gonna handle my business. He shoves Punk down. Punk gets right up. They have a legit shoot fight. I was like, holy shit! Somebody call the cops! Back God Almighty, call the cops on the Shivani! It was great. I was like, wow! They were legit throwing bombs at each other. And then Sami Zayn and Jey Uso, of all people, break it up. And then Jey Uso and CM Punk leave after Rollins. Well, he got the mic. He's like, come on, you want some of this? Come on! And he kicked him afterwards, and then they start going to the back. He says, yeah, get out of here. Go to the back. Come on, Jey. Jey, you can go back to Roman. I'm like, oh, he did not just say that. And then Sami Zayn, the honorary Oos, well, he wasn't feeling pretty oosy about that, says, Seth, and then Rollins like, well, why did you team with Roman when you're not even a member of the Bloodline family? You're not Samoan. Sami cuts him off, says, I asked you not once, but twice to join Roman's team, but you were too fucking stubborn. And then Seth says, Sami, you wanted to help Roman get back to power, being a tyrant. And then Sami's like, you created the monster that is Roman Reigns, the tribal chief, when you hit him in the back with a chair 10 years ago. And then Seth's like, hey, you did the same thing last year! Somebody's being hypocrites. So, Seth's like Roman hasn't changed. Bullshit. And Sami, you're being really stupid, too stupid. So Sami's like, alright, I see you have a lot of pent-up aggression, so how about we fight tonight? And I was like, okay. And then he left. So we're going to get in the main event, Sami Zayn and Seth Rollins, or El Generico and Tyler Black. It feels like a Ring of Honor main event without the title. I freaking love this segment. 3.5 out of 5 stars. You had Seth Rollins and Punk. That could lead to something at WrestleMania if Punk wins the Royal Rumble or the Elimination Chamber. If Seth wins the world title back, we'll see what happens on there. And then you got Seth Rollins and Sami. But there's more. But we'll get to that a little bit. But like I said, 3.5 out of 5 stars, and that's it. Alright, then we saw the aftermath of Finn Balor after he cost Poppy Priest the world title. Again. Poppy Priest and Finn fighting out in the dreaded parking lot. That gets more action than in the ring. Holy shit. Anyway, and then Dominic Guerrero, I say, JD McDumbfuck and Gordito, they come in and beat the fuck out of Priest, and then Adam Pearce has to come in and go, Medic! We got that. So then we go to the clubhouse of the Judgment Day. So we have Finn Balor, JD McDumbfuck, Carlito, along with Dominic Galero, SN is smoking hot. Raw Women's Champion Liv Morgan with her bestie Raquel Rodriguez. So Finn is not happy with Dom and Liv for not getting the job done the last couple weeks. Oh, Dom is definitely getting kicked out of the Judgment Day. He's definitely getting kicked out pretty soon. Anyway, so Finn's like, well, I take care of my care of things, at Survivor Series. Says, you guys better do it too, including you, Liv, because you're going to defend your belt against my girl, my third hot Asian wife, Io Sky, at Saturday night's main event. So he leaves, and then Liv's like, Dom, go after him and check on him. Wonder where that's gonna go. Alright, so I get that 2.5 out of 5 stars. Alright, first match out of the gate, we had, speaking of Liv and Raquel, they team up against Io Sky, my second hot Asian wife, Kairi Sane, the Sky Pirates. Well, didn't go so well for the Sky Pirates. Little chicanery. I mean, Dom wasn't even there. Get a missile drop kick by Io. Sets up the insane elbow by Kairi for a near fall. As, I think, Liv made the save. And then Io hits a flippy DVD on Liv Morgan. Well, that led Kairi to get kicked right in the face by a big boot by Raquel Rodriguez, who then basically picks her up in like a suplex position and kind of changed it into a Tahana bomb. Damn. 1, 2, 3 to get the win. That didn't sit well with me, but still, match was alright. 2.5 out of 5 stars. Then after the match, Raquel continues to beat down on Io and Kairi, but then Mommy Rhea Ripley comes out. My brutality! Oh, great. Motionless and white. Gotta love it. Anyway, this time without a mask, not that protective mask or that Shao Kahn mask, she comes in, they have a big old brawl with Raquel. She gets sent into the ring post, gets sent on, then Liv Morgan jumps on her back. Rhea backs up into the ring post. And then Raquel sends Rhea eye first, ouch, into the side of that announce table. Remember when Braun hit that full force? Ow! It almost felt the same way, and we all know Rhea's coming back from a broken orbital bone, and she hit that flush, and she's like, ah, my eye! But she still did a segment with Io and Kairi. I didn't even think we saw that on the show, because I might have missed it. But Rhea's basically saying, I'm not done with Liv yet. I know you got a title match, Io. I wish you luck. I will not get involved. But says, if I have to go through Liv to get my title back, or you, respectively, I might have to go through you, Io, if you win the belt. And Io's like, I will be ready. And then Dakota Kai comes in and says, hey, what was that about? And Io's like, nothing. That was very interesting. So we got that. Alright, then we see Fiend Balor and Dominic Galero essay. They run up to Walter, the world champion, still. And then Finn's like, hey, Walter, you owe me a title shot because I helped you beat Poppy Priest. Because that's 2 times I helped you beat Poppy. Walter's like, I'm not impressed. Must impress you, Skywalker. Haha. Anyway, so Gunther's not convinced about that, but he's like, hey, I'll give Dom another match later on. Dom's like, okay. And then Finn's like looking at Dom really weird. I'm like, uh-oh. Dom fucks this up. Bye-bye to you. So we'll see what happens with that. Alright, 2.5 out of 5 stars for that. Then we get to the start of the Women's Intercontinental Title Tournament. So we got Selena Vega is going to be taking on Ivy Nile, and I forget who else in that side of the bracket. But we got that. We got Natalia. We got basically all the women that weren't in the first tournament. So we got we have that. I really still think it's gonna be Dakota Kai and Zelina Vega in the finals. I think that's gonna. Well, I don't even know when that match is. I think that match is also at Saturday Night's Main Event, so we're going to crown new U.S. and Intercontinental Women's Champions. Chelsea Green, probably, and hopefully Zelina Vega. But we'll talk about that later. Anyway, first round match, Dakota Kai takes on Shayna Baszler and Casey Catanzaro in a triple threat match. All the matches in the tournament are triple threat matches. Single elimination tournament. You're in, you win, you're in, you go on, you lose, you're out. Alright, so we got that. Alright, so it was a pretty good match. Getting to the end, Shayna knees Casey Catanzaro and sends her to the floor. But Casey comes right back in with a 450 splash. And then Dakota Kai grabs a fireman's carry kick to the head. That's interesting. And she hits it on Shayna, pins her, 1, 2, 3, she goes on to the semis, and we'll see what happens with that, but, like I said, it's gonna be Dakota Kai and Zelina Vega, hopefully in the finals for the Women's Intercontinental title. I hope Zelina Vega wins, because she deserves that belt. She really deserved the U.S. title, but Intercontinental is pretty much good too. But we'll see what happens with that. Alright, so I give that match 2.5 out of 5 stars. Then we move on. Alright, then we get a long video package on the history of the New Day. You know, when things were going great, you know, with Bootios and them dressing up as the Ginyu Force of Dragon Ball Z, pancake throwing, Kofi Mania, they're winning the tag team belts, God knows, a trillion times. They were, at the time, the longest reigning tag team champions until the Usos showed up. Good times and, you know, fun segments and, you know, all that good shit. I didn't show the bad times with Kofi and I think they did show Kofi and Woods arguing last week. That epic segment that was. So we got that. So anyway, we go to the ring. Balloons and pancakes on the ring post and, you know, Bootios and all that shit. And we're in the ring. Adam Pearce comes out to host the 10th anniversary celebration. Alright, so we got a big old box of Bootios from WrestleMania 32 in, what was that? That was in Orlando, right? I think it was in Orlando. But, in any case, we got that. No, I think 32 was in Dallas. I could be wrong on that, but anyway. So we got that. So, Kofi and Xavier Woods come out. We got a new J-Rocks chant from the crowd. Woods talks about this is more than we could ever imagine and dream of. We thank you, fans. Kofi Kingston says, I never believed this would ever happen. It couldn't have happened without you fans. So he's basically, you know, it's like sucking up to the fans. And then Woods says, well, what we're about to tell you is not your fault. So they kind of tease the breakup, and then Big E comes out to a humongous ovation. You didn't do the, oh, you know, thing. And he gets a little bit emotional. You see he's crying and everything. This little crying in wrestling. And he says, I wish I was here under different circumstances. And seeing you, Kofi, and you, Xavier, arguing last week and over the last couple of weeks really troubles me deeply. 10 years ago, Kofi, you even considered retirement because you're getting your ass handed to you pretty much on a daily basis. And Xavier Woods, you were just frustrated, meaning you almost got fired. And when I broke my freaking neck, you guys were there for me, making sure it was okay. And he tells Xavier, I was there when Woods, when you won the King of the Ring, your childhood dream of winning the King of the Ring, which went really nowhere. And you know, left tears on my shoulder. That's why, you know, when I might not be medically cleared, but all I can do is be here every single week to remind you who the fuck you guys are, and I'm gonna be your manager. I'm like, oh, that sounds great, right? Wrong. And Xavier's like, now? Now you want to come back? Where were you then? Where were you months ago? Oh, that's right, doing your desk job. And then Kofi's like, you left us, E! You left us hanging! It's like, you left us! So what? You broke your fucking neck! Oh, Steve Austin, Stone Cold Steve Austin came back for the broken freaking neck. Kurt Angle, Edge. Oh, we forgot a lot, other few people, like Ciampa, the Hurricane. I mean, so many people that broke their fucking necks and came back. But, you know, you mentioned kind of big names like Austin, Edge, Kurt Angle. He's like, so Kofi's like, well, they came back without even having a family to come back to. And he's like, as big and strong as you are, you could have came back sooner than we all thought. You didn't have to wait a year. Big E pleads his case about everything he's been doing. I've seen doctors, I've been doing tests and this and that. I just haven't been medically cleared. Where have we heard that before Brian Danielson? And then Xavier Woods says, I tore my Achilles tendon off the bone, and I was back after surgery. I was back in 9 months. You didn't even have to get surgery. I'm like, wait a minute, I thought he did. Alright, so it's like, if you cared about us, you would have been back a long time ago, but you chose your new life over us. You chose a new girlfriend over us. Ooh, he went there. So Xavier calls Big E a burden because everyone says they miss him so much. Kofi says it's always been we before me, meaning he talked about his girlfriend. You chose your girlfriend over me, us, and this and that. And then he says, Big E, you're all about yourself. He says, you're never going to be medically cleared. Damn. And he's like, go back to your desk job where you belong. Haha. Damn. And he says, by the way, we'll call you if we actually need you. So I was like, damn. So Big E throws down his mic and he's like, I'm not throwing this away. We can fix this. And then Xavier and Kofi are like, fuck no, we're not. Then Big E's like, all right, I see what's going on here. I see it. So he slowly leaves the ring to you know, some cheers, and then Xavier and Kofi stare at each other. It's just us now, oos, basically. So they turned on Big E. I did not see that coming. I thought one of them was going to turn on each other, and Big E was going to try to, you know, mediate everything. But I never thought that both of them were going to turn. So now both of them are, I guess, heels now? Finally we get heel Kofi. Let's see how that goes. Didn't go well the first time. Now we got heel Xavier. It was an amazing segment. Amazing segment. That's cinema. That was cinema. 5 out of 5 for that. Good job, Hunter. That was great. Loved it. We're going to have to see what happens over the next few weeks, especially next week, where this goes with Xavier and Kofi. With their new mean streak, can they go back to the tag team belts and win them again? I don't know. I still think War Machine's going to win. Then maybe they fight the brand New Day, or the evil New Day, and Kofi and Xavier win, and then they just start rubbing it in Big E's face, like, look at us, Big E, we did it all by ourselves, we didn't need you. We didn't need Chinetti. Pretty much. And then Big E's just gonna, just shake his head. But what if Big E does come back, he gets medically cleared, and he can come back and compete again? What if this is all a ruse, and Big E comes back and says, you know what? Fuck the fans! I'm gonna stick with you guys. What if? I don't think it's gonna happen, but what if? The what ifs of wrestling, I always mention that. What if Big E comes back, but this time he's not a little happy-go-lucky guy? He's like, you know, maybe you were right. I do put my hot-smoking Asian wife, by the way, she's, I think, Chinese or Asian, or some type of Asian, Oriental, whatever you want to call it. And boy, she was mad on Twitter, basically like, fuck you, Kofi. Damn. But what if Big E comes back and he's like, you know what, Kofi, Xavier, you're right. You're right. You're right all along. Well, we get that. Alright, 5 out of 5 for that. Then we get to a video of Killer Cross talking about how the Wyatts went too far last week with, Nikki Cross going, showing up in the room with Scarlett, and Scarlett, after Miz and Cross go out to find the Wyatts, and they come back with lots of pain, and they go in the room again, and Scarlett's freaking out. So basically, Cross says, you guys went too far last week, and he says, you started this fire, and we're going to end it. And then, what we didn't see was, the Wyatts cut a video where basically, Bo Dallas, Uncle Howdy, they cut a promo saying, you did this, and we're going to finish you off. So next week, we got an 8-man tag team match with the Wyatts and the Final Testament. I really wish that was at Survivor Series. And put Nikki Cross and Scarlett in the ring. So we're getting the 8-man tag match about a week and a half later. Which, I hope the Wyatts win, but I obviously think they will win, but who knows? Who knows? We'll get that. Alright, then we had Dominic Galeno essay against Walter, another non-title match. We saw the first one, which was great. Dom, even if he got his ass handed to him, put up a good fight against Walter and almost won. I don't think it was for that one. That one was for the title. But anyway, Dom put up a great performance, for his dad, Eddie. Right, Eddie? Oh, he put up a great effort. Great effort. I am so proud of my son, I say, Pedro. I'm so glad my son has the fruit of my loins, I say. Pedro, okay. At least you're happy with your son, unlike his other dad. Well, he's not even a father. Look at what he did. I beat his ass. I raised my son, I say. Okay, calm down. Calm down. Anyway, so Dom and Walter go for about 6.5 minutes. And Dom really took it to Walter again. Hits a low blow behind the referee's back. Oh, I told him that too. I know you did. Anyway, 619 a couple of times into a Eddie Galeno frog splash. I told him that too. I know. Gets a near fall. The fans are really behind Dom, so Dom's now a face again. I'm interested. The fans are getting behind Dom, but that gets cut off with a big boot by Walter into the powerbomb of doom. And Walter beats Dom, which did not sit well with the fans. So 6.5 minutes, and Walter beats Dom. And then after the match, Fiend Balor comes in, jumps Walter, knocks him out, basically. Hits not 1, not 2, but 3 coup de grace. Laid out Walter. Looked like he injured him almost. I think Walter was grabbing his side, his ribs and stuff. Oof. And then later, he goes to Adam Pearce and is like, hey, you saw what I did? I deserve a title shot. So, Pearce is like, alright, you're gonna get one. I think it's that Saturday night's main event. He's gonna win? Probably not. I think Dom or Poppy's gonna come in and screw that up. So we'll see what happens with that. Alright, then we get a video of... Oh, I gotta turn on NXT. Alright, so then we have a video from Pete fucking Dunne, otherwise known as Butch. You're a Butch! You're a Butch! A big-headed Butch! So he's ready to hurt R-Truth, over calling him Butch. And then as I think it was Kathy Kelly was interviewing him, we hear some commotion behind them, and then the camera and a bunch of people run. I'm like, what the hell happened? They're running, and we see Jey Uso has been attacked by an unknown assailant. He's grabbing the back of his head, and we all thought, oh, it's Seth Rollins, right? Nope. Not not Seth. Who could it be? I thought it was Solo and, the Timu Bloodline getting revenge and shit. But obviously was not. Move on. Alright, before we get to the main event, we have Pete fucking Dunne and R-Fool, under 2 minutes suck fest, and R-Truth wins with a fruit roll-up? Ha! Come on, man. Come on. That match was a dud. I gave it 0. Zero. It was garbage. So, I mean, really? You have Pete fucking Dunne lose to a bum like R-Truth in under 2 minutes? So we got that. Alright, we're gonna start with the women's last chance match. Let's see who gets in that women's Iron Survivor match. So we have Jada Parker coming out, looking great as always. Man, get in my face! She looks amazing. She got that cake, if you know what I mean. Anyway, my time, my time. Don't play with me, my time. Okay, I see you, Jada. Okay, she don't play. She even in the sack probably doesn't play either. She just goes to town on that. You know what? All right, so we got Jada Parker, my girl Manny Rankowski coming out with Mr. Rico's son, the Heritage Cup champion, who didn't come out with his fucking cup. Manny Rankowski with Mr. Rico's son, Charlie Dempsey, takes on Cora Jade and, I forget who the third person is. Well, we have to get a freaking promo for Diablo 4, Festival of the Hatred. Interesting. And then Sonic 3. Sonic 3, what's it called? Legends? With, Shadow, and it has, Tails and, Knuckles in it. Good stuff. So we got that. Alright, who's this coming out? Is that Cora Jade? Oh no, it's Kaylani. I forgot about her. I forgot she lost to Julia. I gotta forget that. Alright, so we got Jada Parker, Manny Rankowski, Kaylani Jordan, and Cora Jade. Whoever wins this match is the 5th and final participant in the Iron Survivor Challenge match to go on to face Sol Ruka, Delta, Stephanie Ricura, and Julia. Oh, one of those three are going to win that match. It's a toss-up in that one. If I had to predict, I'm doing my predictions on Saturday afternoon before the event. It is tough to predict that match. It is tough. I'm going to go with my gut and go with Julia, but I wouldn't be mad if Delta wins that. I don't think Stephanie Ricura is going to win that yet. She will be champion. I think the Women's North American champion, she's going to go after that. I think Delta and Julia are going to be like the top 2 women to go after Roxy's belt. We might see a draw. I don't know what happens if at the end of 25 minutes if it's a draw. They go extra 5 minutes to see who fights. I don't know how that's gonna work. But we'll see what happens with that. And in the men, we got Lexus King, A-Kid, Cedric Alexander, and DJ Nightwolf. Eddie Darby should have been fired on the spot last week. What happened to Ava Rain? So we'll see what happens with that. We move on. Alright. Oh, my back is killing me today. Alright, so in any event... after R-Truth beats Pete Dunne in under 2 minutes, which sucked, we go to the back, we have the Intercontinental Champion, Braun Breaker! He's there. I think he was talking to Kathy Kelly about the 3-way match at Survivor Series, and he retained over Sheamus and Marcel. Marcel comes in and interrupts, saying, I'm still coming for that belt. So Breaker's like, you know what? I like you. I like a challenge. And after one hell of a banger this past Saturday night, I'll talk to Anna Pierce about that. And he's like, just please, for the love of God, get out of Walter's shadow already. You should have done it sooner, but now you really need to get out of his shadow because Walter's stock is kind of going down. And then Marcel's like, We'll see. We'll see if he does get out of his shadow. That's a big shadow to get out of, but it is what it is. Alright, 3 out of 5, 3 out of 5 stars for that. Alright, then, Adam Pearce is on the phone, and he, won't say who attacked Jey Uso. Well, we know it might be Seth or somebody else, and then Sami Zayn seems to think it was Seth, but he doesn't really say his name. He's like, I know who did it! Yeah, who? Who? We get that. And then, like I said, Finn Balor gets right to the point. He says, I want a world title match against Walter. And Pearce makes the match for, like I said, Saturday night's main event. That card is stacked. EO versus Liv. So much. I mean, Cody versus KO for the Undisputed title. And now we got Finn and Walter. Whew. Man, Strong Island's going to be rocking next Saturday night for an epic card. You're going to have that 80s feel. I really hope they bring back Animotion's version of, the original Saturday Night's main event theme, and not that garbage theme that came after that. The main event theme. I hated that theme. And then when it kind of brought Saturday Night's main event back, it was a garbage theme. We need Animotion back. Hunter, get those royalties and get that license. Get that license, baby. I want to hear Animotion. That's what I want to hear. You're my obsession. Not that song. And I want to get, the old school promos before the matches. I want to see that. I know we can't get Mean Gene to do the interviews. We can't get Vince McMahon to do, and Jesse the Valley Ventura. But I tell you, man, to do commentary. I don't even know who's doing commentary next Saturday night. I would assume it's going to be Michael Cole and Corey Slave. We'll see. Alright, so that match is made next week. And then he's like, well, I'll give you a match now, but you have another title match next week to worry about with an opponent to be named later. Tag title match against War Machine, a rematch? Possibly. We'll see. That's that. Alright, then we go to the main event. Seth freaking Rollins and Sami Zayn got 9.5 minutes. That's bad booking. Bad. Anyway, back and forth they went. We had a Plute Thunderbomb, which, 2 times he actually won the match, but this time he got 2. Goes for the hell of a kick, gets cut off with a super kick by Seth. Sends Sami to the floor. And then Sami's like, I know it was you, Seth! I know it was you! And then I think, Sami, slapped him in the mouth or something like that. Or Seth slapped Sami in the mouth. Anyway. So that earns a ram into the steps by Seth. Sami comes right back with a kick to face. Then he goes over to the timekeeper's area, has to move Lillian Garcia and everybody else out of the way. Grabs a chair. Brings it in the ring. The referee's like, hey, you can't do that! No. And says I know you did it! And says it wasn't me! It was a one-on man! So he's like, I was ready for Generico to gotta go Ring of Honor circa 2010 to Kevin Steen. In the year before that, Kevin Steen smashed a chair right in Generico's face, which set up that big hellacious feud in 2010, which ended in Fight Without Honor at Final Battle 2010, which me and the missus were at. Third row next to Santa, by the way. The guy was dressed up as Santa. And then some guy was dressed up, I think another guy was dressed up in an alligator suit. We were going back and forth. Like, we love Santa! And what even worse, that match, freaking Kevin Steen almost threw a freaking guardrail to the crowd. Good thing I wasn't in that area. I think it was around that same time. It was, I almost got hit in the face with a chair by Jay Briscoe, the mighty Jay Briscoe. Reach for the sky, boy. You remember that? You almost hit me in the head. I would have took it like a champ, though. If I didn't move back, I would have probably got hit flush in the face. Because I think he was going after, yeah, Titus. right in front of me and my friend. We were sitting ringside, like on the side. The ring is like right here. The entranceway was this way. So I was like right here. And that whole thing with the All Night Express, which led to Ladder War 3. Because that was in, I think, March of 2010 or 11. And that brawl at the end was crazy as shit, as he would say. I mean, I almost got hit flush with that chair. So I think Jay threw it, and I think Red Titus blocked it, thankfully, Red Titus. Because if he didn't block that, I think he would have got hit, and the chair would have went into me. And a bunch of other people next to me. I would have took it like a champ. I would have fell down, like, oh! Anyway, moving on. So, Sammy's ready to cave in Seth Rollins' face, saying, "You did it! You attacked James!" Seth's like, "I didn't do it! It wasn't me!" It's like, it was Punk! Punk did it! And then Sammy's like, "Fuck the chair!" And then he turns around and gets fruit rolled up by Seth. 1, 2, 3. I didn't really like that ending. I didn't like that ending. I knew it was going to be a short match. Because they got basically with the entrances alone, they had 7 minutes left. So that was a really quick match. I thought it was going to go longer. But no overrun, as always, because it's Super USA Network. But in any case, we got that. Ooh! That powerbomb looked good. From Kaylani. Maddie with a like a short cross body for a near fall. This match is crazy. All 4 women going at it. Jada with a big time spine buster on Maddie. Goes for the cover. 1, 2, and Corey Jade with a sick freaking swanton off the top out of nowhere onto Jada's back. And Corey, I think, got a 1 count or a 2 count. Couldn't tell. Match is crazy. But anyway. Alright, so Sammy throws down the chair, gets rolled up, 1, 2, 3. So Seth wins the match. Gave the match 3.25 out of 5 stars. And then Seth goes to the back. And he's like, he's gloating. And Sammy just stares a hole at him. And then the crowd's just going nuts. I'm like, what the hell's going on? And then out of nowhere, we see a guy in a hoodie Claymore kick him. I wonder who that could be. And then he takes off the hoodie. It's DM Hunk himself, Drew McIntyre. Claymore to the face of Sammy. And then he just stares everybody down. And then he looks at the camera and the feed cuts. I was hoping we'd get a little bit more. Like maybe he does something or says something, but we didn't get that. We did say something on his Instagram. It's like, oh, you all forgot about me? So I think Drew came back, attacked Jay, attacked Sammy, who's next on the list, probably Jimmy. Maybe, I doubt he'll get to Roman, but I think he's going right after Punk again. To get the Punk at the Royal Rumble. And I think Punk will get his revenge and eliminate Drew McIntyre from the Royal Rumble. Or maybe the Elimination Chamber. But we'll see. Alright, Kaylani with a top rope splash on the Maddie and Jada, and Corey's like, you don't get the pin, I'm gonna go. And then she starts shoving Kaylani. Kaylani's like, I'm gonna beat you, bitch. I think Corey just hit a fucking uppercut, like a shote. It was weird. Nice 5-star frostbite. She really is learning from RVD, eh? The splits, the frog splash. Who knows if she's smoking that weed? Well, she'll never be like Katie Forbes. Nice little roll up by I think it was Maddie. Almost got a near fall. I got a win over Cora Jade. Cora kicked her in the gut. And looks like she's about to hit some type of move, like a butterfly suplex or a pedigree maybe. Kaylani with a cartwheel, taking Cora down. She goes up top. I thought she was going for the split-legged moonsault. 450 splash on Corey Jade. And Jada, oh god, Jada with like a Dominator on Maddie, on the all three of them. Yeesh. That was crazy as shit. Alright, Jada is about to hit the butt splash, but then, who's that? What? Who is that? Oh, is that Rizzo? What the hell's going on here? Who is that? Well, she attacked Jada from trying to hit that butt splash, and then out of nowhere, Maddie pins Corey Jade to go on to the Iron Survivor match. Oh, that's Lola Vice. Oh, I get it. Okay, I see what happened there. Okay. So Lola Vice, with a wicked back fist to Jada, knocking her out, then she takes her out of the ring, and somehow, someway, Maddie Winkowski is the fifth person in this match? You think she's actually going to get a couple, some pinfalls? Maybe a couple, but I really think she's not going to get maybe one or two. Well, Maddie's in. Hey! You thank Lola later, but, you know. So, Lola and Jada are heading towards NXT Underground. That match. Oh, shit. Alright, now we got Sarah Schreiber with DJ Nightwolf, asking him about what happened last week when he put his hand on Ava Raine, and then the door slammed right in the face, and then Shawn Michaels yelled at him. So basically he's saying, I want a fair chance, all I want is a fair chance. And then Lexus King with that godforsaken fake beard of his comes in, it's like, I know how hard it is to control your emotions, but, being a loose cannon ain't gonna get you anywhere, huh? Nice little reference to his dad, Brian Pillman, should be in the Hall of Fame. So, Lexus like, I have a chance to go after and win my first major title. And he's like, I don't know if she should be suspended or not. You should. He should be fired. But that's not my call. And he tries to, like, put his hands on Eddie Thorpe. And he's like, get your hands off me. I'll see you in the ring. So we'll see what happens with that match coming up later. Taryn? That wasn't Taryn Terrell. That was Sarah Schreiber. Who said Taryn? I don't know. I have closed captioning. So that. Alright, so Jada just came back out unexpectedly. He says, I want a match with Lola Vice right now. And the referee's like, right now? Right now? So we go to break. So we'll see what happens after the break. See if Lola comes out. We have like a street fight or something. I don't know what they're going to do now. I know that the last stop is NXT Underground. And Lola is perfect in that match. 2-0. She beat Shayna Baszler. She beat Natalya. Probably going to beat Jada in her own match. So, gonna be crazy as shit. Alright, so we got that. Alright, so Drew McIntyre is back. Attack Sammy with the Claymore. Possibly attack Jay. Will he be on SmackDown? Who knows? Who knows? But a great Monday Night Raw. Great Monday Night Raw. Loved it. Best Raw this year. And we got 3 more weeks left. And we'll see what happens with that. Got next week's Raw should be good. With that 8-man tag team match, we got Rhea Ripley and Raquel Rodriguez one-on-one. That's going to be a banger. And, I forget what else. We got more matches in the Women's IC title tournament. See how that goes. It's going to be a good Raw next week. I don't even know where it's from, but it's going to be good. As we're on the road to Saturday Night's main event, next Saturday night, and then we're pretty much on the road to the end of the year. So we got the 9th, the 16th, the 23rd, and the 30th. I think all live. I don't know about the 23rd and the 30th. I don't know. That might be... Well, the 23rd might be the final live show. That might be taped. I know SmackDown is going to be taped at the end of the year. That's the 27th, I think, is supposed to be taped. So, and I think that's going to be taped the week before that, the 20th. So, got that. speaking of taped shows, I'm gonna do a later, maybe after NXT, I might do a quickie little video talk about Rampage finally ending. And we don't know what's going to happen with Shockwave, but Rampage's final show, how fitting, is going to be December the 28th at the Hammerstein Ballroom. But it's going to be taped way in advance. So it's going to be taped, I think, that weekend of Collision or the 22nd with the Dynamite taping. So that's going to be fun. We got Ring of Honor Final Battle at the Hammerstein, Collision at the Hammerstein, Dynamite at the Hammerstein the week of World's End on the on Christmas. We got Christmas night Dynamite, which should be fun. We got that, and then we got Rampage, Friday Night Rampage at the Hammerstein the night before World's End, and then we got live the final pay-per-view of the year, December the 29th. No, the 28th, I should say, sorry. The 28th, the 27th will be Rampage Final Edition. Goodbye, like 50, 60 episodes of Rampage. They all stunk except for the first couple of them. But, we end Rampage, and I think we'll start 2025. We'll find out what's going to happen with Shockwave. And if it's on Fox... Not FS1, I'm hoping it's Fox 5. And when it is, maybe Friday. It can't be Friday at 10 because of the 10 o'clock news. So I'm thinking it's going to be at 8 o'clock or maybe 9 o'clock. Going head to head with the first hour of second hour of SmackDown. Or it might just go head to head with SmackDown on Friday night. I don't know about that, but we'll see. We'll see what happens with Shockwave, if there even is Shockwave, but we got that. But Rampage, final episode at the Hammerstein Ballroom, which will be taped probably on the 21st or the 22nd of this month. Can't wait for that. That should be fun. I'm hoping it's on the 21st, because I will be at Collision, and Final Battle, And I'm not gonna show you pictures, so you can kiss my ass. So, we got all that. So, should be fun to end the year for Dynamite and Rampage purposes. We're going to finish off the year, and Collision too, finish off the year in New York City, the greatest city in the world. With the greatest people in the world. Well, not so much the greatest people, but the greatest city in the world. We got that. And then we begin the new year in, I think, South of North Carolina, with Fight for the Fallen live show January I believe that's live. Alright, Jada's in the ring. They're taking down the ring. We're gonna get NXT Underground now? I would have done this at Deadline. But Jada says, take down the ring. We're gonna do NXT Underground right fucking now. Wow. Alright, let's do it. Somebody get Paul Stanley in here. Paul! Yeah, Paul, get in here! Say your line, Paul! You great man, you! Whoa! Not that! I said your line. Oh, that line. Okay. Let's do it. Alright, so, Lola doesn't come out, but Ava Rain comes out. But she says, I know you want Lola, I know you want to go NXT Underground, but we're not going to do it tonight. Yeah, I knew we're not going to get it tonight. Deadline. He says, oh, you're not going to have 2 matches in one night, but this Saturday at Deadline, it will happen. Lola Vice versus Jada Parker in an NXT Underground match. Speaking of Lola, here she comes again to shake her tatas and her ass. Here we go. Oh, she got that brick house. Does she have a brick, or is that like a... Oh, she does have a brick. That dazzling little brick of hers. Oh, I would love for her to hit her in the head again. Right in the mush. Oh, Jada knocked her out with the brick again! Nice! Well, she didn't smash it and it broke. She just hit her and Lola went down like a brick. Like a ton of bricks, I should say. And all these, like, 7 referees just came out. Where did they get those referees from? Holy shit. Alright, so NXT Underground match next, this Saturday night between Lola and Jada is gonna be crazy as fuck. I think Lola's gonna win that match. Alright, so we go to back, we have Dion Lennox, Carmen Petrovic, and Brinley Reese. They're all talking on the couch. Looks like Carmen's got a match. Talking about the text with Nikita and Ashanti. And then, some stagehand brings in some roses. And then it's like, oh, these are for you. He's like, oh, I wonder who those are from. Oh, you know who they're from. Read it. And it says, I'm sorry I upset you. The text to Nikita were before you. I promise. Good luck tonight in your match. We know it's from Ashanti Adonis, the resident pimp. So. Alright, so we'll see what happens with that. And, we'll move on with that. Alright, guys, I am out of here. Thanks for watching. And until next time. Oh, by the way, I gave Raw 8 out of 10 stars. It was just great. Let me know what you guys thought of the show down below in the comment section. And don't forget to subscribe, like the video, do whatever the hell you want. And that's that. Alright. That's it. Alright, I'm going to watch the rest of NXT. Alright, so after that announcement of NXT Underground between Lola, Vice, and Jada, and then Jada knocked Lola out again with a brick, we're going to the Tag Team Battle Royal to see who faces Fraxium at Deadline for the NXT Tag Team titles. So Ben Frazier is gonna, or A-Kid might fight twice. We'll see if A-Kid wins that Fatal 4-Way men's qualifying match. So we have Stacks and the man who lives downstairs from you. That's Luca Cusafino of the family. We got that. So we got OTM, we got Gallus, we got a whole bunch of teams in this freaking battle royal. And I think the rules are if one member of the team gets eliminated, the other guy leaves. Until one team or one man, I guess, well, one team is left. So we got Hank and Tank, Gallus, Igve. We got DuPont and Igve, whatever, the 2 rookies, basically. A few other teams. So, I think it's like a 8-man tag team battle royal. Well, 8-team battle royal, basically. I don't know what it called, but blah, 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 blah. Alright, guys, I'm out of here. Thanks for watching. Until next time. If you're not down with that, well, fuck you, man. And that's it. Until next time. Peace.